need to second guess. Yes. No pressure. Look how God done bless you. Wonder why I'm feeling extra. Say what it do, what the business is. Folk running over what the devil saying. Shoes, pants, chest, shoulders. Get up off me, don't get closer. It ain't over till it's over. Game breaker, big joke. Jesus like don't trip. Finna make the boat tip. Set the tone with that ice cold, but I won't slip. In my bag like road trip. Switch stands, do my dance, dog. He really don't miss. I don't need a crystal less it's hot sauce, brother. And I ain't gotta sell my soul just to pop off, brother. Ain't no demon time when you anointed. I keep it regal like movies and hop out like I'm getting dropped off, brother. Car smelling brand new. And we don't rock with the flakes, call me shampoo. We just tryna spread that light, bring them lamps through. Just got me thinking that it's nothing that I can't do. Feeling like the champ too.
We're just out here praising God, looking fly, you know, regular day.
No pressure, look how God done bless you. Wonder why I'm feeling extra. Say what it do, what the business is. Folk running.
What's up, family and friends? Welcome back to another edition of the Wrap Up Podcast, where we dive into the latest news, sports, and culture. I am your host, SirLennieB, and I appreciate each and every one of you for tapping in with me. Big shout out to those that's hitting the like button, sharing the vibes, subscribing. Remember to put God first. Let's get to the wrap-up session. What's up, my people? How y'all feeling? Y'all good on a glorious Thursday? Hope y'all doing good out there. Hope y'all doing good. Bug, what's up, man? What's up, bro? I was thinking about you, dog. Gonna have to rap sometime. What's up, Kathy? Keish? Hope everyone doing good. On the way in, if you can, just hit the like button for me. Teriyaki, what up? Hope y'all doing good. Let me bring Reebok Rob in real quick so we can get the show started. Guess not. Oh, I guess that's why. I ain't assigned it. Big dog.
Big dog, what's happening with you?
What's happening, man? I'm chilling, man. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm hanging in there, my brother. It's been one of them weeks, but you know it's over with. It's been a short week.
Yeah, you know? Man. Short and sweet. Well, I don't know if it's been sweet. It's been one, I would say that. Yeah, you know, all you can do with when you hit, you know, certain things in your life, you just gotta adjust and see how you can approach it in the best way possible. You know, a lot of times, you know, you may get hit with something and you just try to figure out how to, I guess, not react on it on such a emotional tip. You know, like, hey, take it down. Maybe you have to kind of like sleep on it. You know,
right.
Wake up. You know, talk to the man upstairs. Like, yo, like, did I handle that situation correctly? How can I, you know, give me the wisdom to go about handling this situation or this relationship in a better light, you know, and kind of just giving the words and what's needed for, for your trials that you may go through. But relationships, man, they are a everlasting work.
Yeah.
Like in when you think about it, like any type of relationship that you're in right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always gonna be adjusting. Like someone can, like this person can. Why my hat look like that?
I had to get mine right too. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, man, look like my head lopsided. Like, dang, that boy on the spectrum.
Hey, add that to the list.
Hey,
To the list.
Yo, man, when your boy get done with his list, I'm gonna be 200%.
Yeah. Max me.
Yo, max me out. I need it all.
Max Powers is my name.
Listen, I want every cent. Hey, Brown, I'm sorry we left 5 cents off of your claim. Nah.
Send it to me.
I want my 5.
Direct deposit it.
Back pay me
Bro,
at
it's
that.
a nickel. It's a nickel. Send it.
Send
all
it.
I hear is excuses. I don't see my 5 cents yet.
Send it.
You never know when I'll need it.
Back pay that thing too, man.
Yeah.
Every month that you miss my nickel, I need it back.
I love to hit y'all from the back. Pause.
Whoa,
but that's pause. But no, run it up.
Run it up. Yeah,
Run it up.
yeah. Run it up. Yeah, and so just trying to, navigate all relationships and it's you think that, man, yeah, sometimes like when you, especially like with your kids and things like that, when you're trying to mold them, right, and raise them, especially for me, I have to tell myself a lot that they have their own brain. They're their own people. They're not mini-me's. And that's tough. That's tough, bro.
Because you have the answers to the test and you're telling them, like, I'm trying to give you these answers to the test. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't have to make the same mistakes that I, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I was your age once. Like, I do know a little bit about it.
Yeah. And also too, it's just like, no matter how much you try to influence them, right, on certain things that you may like,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I like taking strolls on the beach.
Right.
As much as you try to influence, your kids to do that, they may not like that. And you have to deal with that.
Right.
Whatever that is, football, basketball, freaking playing.
Trust me.
Playing
Trust me, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, playing checkers. Like, your kids may not like what you like. And that's tough, bro.
It's tough, bro.
God.
Listen, man. When Rob told me, he was like, how you've seen him play.
Mm-hmm.
He could take over a game if he understood up here his size, right? In regards to kids at his age.
Mm-hmm.
He started putting it together towards the end of the season. Boom, season's over. Hey, how do you feel about the season? Oh, I'm good. We're going to play next year. Boom. We're going to play basketball to stay in shape. Bro, the first time Lil Rob stepped on the court, he scored 21 points and grabbed 5 rebounds. Bro, we was headed to my job's Easter egg hunt. I think I told you this story. He's like, Dad, I got to talk to you. I'm thinking like, bro, what now, bro? Like, you 9. What?
Right.
What you mean? Hey, Dad, I got to talk to you. I said, yeah, what's up, man? And I like held my breath, bro, because that's tough, right?
Right.
He was like, I don't think I'm ever going to play football again. I said, hey, yo.
That's tough, bro.
What you mean, man? We play football over here, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hooper. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. He didn't. And it was so baffling to me because he didn't take a hard hit or get embarrassed. And he was the one dealing out the damage. And he was still like, nah, this ain't really for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I let it go, man. But it is tough.
Yeah.
It is.
And you just said it, bro. A lot of times we're trying to have them live our dreams. And that's just
live
not
for me, dog. Live my dream for me.
And that's not it. You know?
That's too much to ask.
Right.
It is, though. Their life is their life.
You're right. You're right. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't think I'm living my parents' dream, of what they wanted or wanted their life to look like. And, because
both my parents are teachers. They wanted me at Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
Off the rip.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of times you kind of look at it like, man, because I look at my high school years, right? When we was in high school, we are my dad's age, right? So, yeah, when we was...
I can't imagine being that age with an 18-year-old, bro.
Right. So, like, when you think about, like, all the things that he may have tried to instill in us, his rights and wrongs, he probably, like, you remember, like, there was times that he'd try to tell us something and we just didn't want to hear it. And we wanted to figure it out for ourselves. But, that's kind of like what
I think that's humans though, bro.
Yeah, and it's tough because like when you go through it hurts because it's just like, man, I just want the best for you. And it's like it's not even the fact of like the sports thing, because I can care less about the sports or the extracurricular things. Like, yeah, I understand that sports like the track and the football, basketball, whatever that sport may be, is going to offer the discipline, is going to offer like their bodies being able to bounce back and know how to kind of, condition themselves throughout life, right? So that's kind of like, right, that's kind of why I would want, somewhat of sports in my kid's life. But just the I guess it's the educational part, the things that you as a parent think is cool, and it's just not always like that. You gotta let your kids live their life, and sometimes that's tough, bro. That's
very tough.
That's tough,
but it is also very necessary because no matter what, bro, they're gonna spin that block back. Like, and we have to as parents welcome them with open arms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like after they touch the stove and they burn their hand, it's like,
right.
Damn. Hey, Dad, you told me that stove was hot. That's crazy, ain't it? It's like, come over here. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me hold you down.
And that's always the tough part. And then that's where like the reality comes to you. It's just like, how are you going to react when your kid spins that block back and be like, dog, you know what? That oven really is hot.
Yeah. You have to welcome them with open arms, because if you don't, you run the risk of them doing like what we did and like never spinning the block back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, yeah, like, no, I don't like,
right.
I don't need, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, so you want it to have that healthy, like, Dad, man, you did tell me that this is going to be like this, man.
Right.
Hey, why you ain't tell me? I literally told you, bro. Like, what you mean?
Right. Yeah.
Well, why didn't you drive it home and let me know that it was going to be like
right.
There is things that my dad told me, like he was predicting the future almost. And I was still like, nah. You think I would ever tell him that? Nah, because my dad's of a different type. Like, he'd be like, That's what you get. You never back in 2007. You should.
Right.
I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Like, embrace me and let me know, like, like, hey, yeah, hey, bro, look, this happens. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is important also when they spin that block to open. As hard as it may be, that's like you said, that's the toughest part.
Right.
Is when they spin that block back and be dead wrong, and singing the praises to you, like, yo, you looked out, man. You told me that was gonna happen like that.
Right.
It's like,
right.
Yeah, man.
Because it's also too, that offering grace part, right? That's the the biggest term, is the grace part. And
Right.
it's also letting them fail in controlled environments. But then it just comes a point where it's just like, okay,
When is enough?
You really trying to see what life is like, huh? Okay.
You do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
shield
save you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you
Build a
out
buffer.
here. Yes. Because it's gonna get real
That
quick.
real world is a mother, dog.
That real
dog.
world.
I'm thinking back to Cadillac days, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That was not the real world, fam.
Right.
We had no idea what was in store for us, bro. And we kept every night before we get off the phone, we say, wait, shit. You don't understand, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you do not want to leave, bro. Like, you do not want to leave. Like, I'm telling you, that real world that's a reality check. I wish I could pay these boys with a reality check.
See, I wonder though, and not to think that, man, it's tough because I feel like, and no shot here, obviously this is what it is. It's definitely no shots. I don't feel like opportunities. Sean, if you trying to get on, I got you in. I don't know why I can't see or hear you, but maybe you have to call back in possibly. But
There he is.
Yeah, so I don't feel, and this is, like I said, this is no shot. I don't feel like the opportunities, even though we had to figure out life 100%, right. We had to, touch the stove. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like opportunities, were there the way that it was right now. And also too, the culture was to get out of the house, like, as soon as possible.
That's like, Black culture. You start hearing that. When you're 11, 12,
yeah,
and like your feet grow 2 sizes in the summer.
Right.
Oh man, so you need summer shoes, and then you need school shoes. Oh, you better. Oh, I can't wait. You 18.
Right.
Damn, I'm 10. You still got another 8 years, bro. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that is a like a cultural thing. And going back to your point about the opportunities, I will say there has never been a better time to be alive than now.
Yeah.
There's never been a better time to be alive than now. And I'm not going to expound on that because I'll let everyone interpret that the way they will, right? Mm-hmm. Like it has never been a better time to be alive as a human being. Right. I'm not talking about like, oh, as a Black man or as a white woman. Like, it as a human being, there's never been a better time. I didn't say easier. I said better time to be alive, where we're pretty much the only thing standing between what you want, and what you want is like the work aspect. You know what I mean?
The work, yes, right. Yeah. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough because you, as a parent, you make these hard decisions, and a lot of times too, a lot of your decisions that you make is obviously 99.9%, 100% for the, for what you think is better for them.
What
If
you
they,
know is better. You know what I mean?
what
Like,
you know. Well, what you think sometimes. Because,
yeah, you are just freestyling. I mean, like, as being a parent is just freestyling. Yeah.
right, yeah, because like I can think that this move is gonna be for the betterment of you, but your your mental can go down from this, right?
From being forced to do it. Yeah.
Right. So like, yeah, I can sit here and say like, I know this is gonna be, for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may have been for the better for me as a 10
Aha.
as a 16-year-old, as a 10-year-old,
Aha.
but it may not be better because like we said, like they're not spitting images of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they're their own people.
They're their own people, bro, and they have been that way since 3 years old.
Yeah.
Like, that was the thing I read. They said 3 years old, you got your personality and it's set, and it'll never change, bro.
As much as you think that you as much as you are influencing them, and they still are going to like and ultimately do whatever they want to do in life.
We tend to, and this is just like human being, right?
Mm-hmm.
We tend to not embrace and practice and enact what was given to us until like later in life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Until we're faced with that same situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when my sons have children, they're gonna be like, dang it, this is why. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
When your youngins have youngins, they're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, this is why. Like, this is why granddad was telling me this stuff. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, and it may take that long for the block spin. It may, but like, I'm not gonna say the block spin is validation for us, because you don't need the validation. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, I'm just trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm almost out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to check out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one that got to stay. You know what I'm saying? And kick it. So, but yeah, man. At the end of the day, we have to use the older they get, the more we have to let go, because their personalities and their minds and their thoughts is what's all I can do is sprinkle pepper in here and there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, if you do that, there's a strong possibility that this is going to happen, right?
Right.
If you do this, there's going to be a strong possibility that this is going to make your life harder. Right. Ask me how I know, son. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and give it to them from an aspect of like that. So that way, when it happens, they can be like, okay, I knew better and I just chose to do otherwise. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Which I can live with more than I can live with that, right?
Right.
With you saying I know better, and I knew how this was going to turn out, and I still chose to do it anyway because I just had to burn my hand.
Yeah. 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 And last thing that I wanted to put on this before we actually get into the show is because because someone close to me played his life out like this, right? You have to, because like sometimes your experience in your home is this way, right? And let's be real. As kids, we're always gonna have some things wrong with the household, right? Like, my parents this, or I can't do this, or blah blah blah. But sometimes I feel like there are certain people get it into their head because of either what they saw on TV or what their friends are experiencing, that it kind of pollutes, like, you know what? Maybe my situation is bad too.
Yeah.
You know, like cause it's almost like that thing at work where it's just like, oh man, I hate this job, but until you actually leave that job, or you get fired from that job, you like, yo, you know what, man?
I needed that shit.
That job wasn't really that bad.
It wasn't that bad, dog.
Right. It's just it really is just a you thing sometimes. And yeah. So yeah, you could kind of tell that was on my chest. So
hey man,
yeah, man.
Sometimes you gotta come in here and get it off your chest.
Yeah,
and
this.
I'm also like I'm also like glad, right? Because like it just shows your growth, right?
Right.
Because whatever situation, right?
Yeah.
You could go at it in emotion. Like we all have that emotion in us, right?
Yeah.
I said no. That's just what I said, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You got the 24-hour rule. If I still feel like this in the morning, all right, we might have to move around about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I'm able to process it, give me a good, nice, firm 8 hours and wake up. Like, you know what? All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? And then attack it like that. That's growth, man. And then we all trying to get 1% better each day, bro. And that's what it's all about, though, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man. Because emotions. Shit, H-Town made a song about it, man. Like, right. Emotions will get you, boy. Like, you know? So, but, just saying good growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. All right. So we saw what happened with, DT today, Mr. the Donald. So let's just go over his verdict and see exactly what was going on today.
Donald Trump is now the first former U.S. president to be convicted of a crime. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. The jury in Trump's hush money trial in New York City declared him guilty on all 34 felony counts. Trump frowned in the courtroom as the verdict was read, unmoved. The jury deliberated for nearly 10 hours over 2 days. He was charged with felony counts for falsifying business records in connection to a hush money payment made to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. Fox 4's Stephen Dial has a breakdown of the verdict and Trump's reaction. Stephen.
We will have to wait until July 11th to find out what type of sentence former President Donald Trump will receive. Regardless of the sentence, the Constitution does not prevent someone with a felony conviction from running for president or holding the office. Now, the jury listened to 16 days of testimony from nearly 24 witnesses in this trial. The jury found Trump guilty of falsifying business records in an attempt to cover up an affair that came to light during the 2016 campaign. At the heart of the case was payments made to Trump's then personal lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen. Cohen allegedly helped cover up the affair by paying porn star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to stay quiet. Prosecutors argued that the cover-up was also an attempt to interfere with the 2016 election and that reimbursements to Cohen were illegally records as legal expenses. The jury deliberated for about 10 hours before making their unanimous decision. The Trump team will quickly appeal this decision, and from the start, Trump has called this trial rigged.
We have a country that's in big trouble, but this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
So what happens next? Right now, there are no planned campaign events for Trump this week. That could change. Trump won't find out his criminal fate until July when the judge hands down the sentence. 2/3 of voters in a new nationwide NPR PBS poll released today said a guilty verdict would not make a difference in their vote in November. Now, Trump allies have quickly taken to social media. One big one here in Texas, Governor Greg Abbott quickly reacting, saying that this is a sham, and Abbott said it will never stand on appeal. Each felony is punishable by up to 4 years in prison, but the judge could also give him probation as a first-time offender.
Hey,
he's gonna pardon himself.
First-time offender.
Yeah, what y'all thought, bro? I'm gonna pardon myself. If not, I'll serve. Serve as president from behind bars. Y'all think it's a game?
Y'all think it's a game?
Yo,
Dog,
Donald
what
Trump
you
is so
mean?
gangster.
Gangster.
This is not going to stop anything. This is going to increase.
Right, yes. Them good old boys see that? 100%.
Listen, man, they're not gonna lock up my president. Tell you that's not gonna happen right now.
I'm surprised it was only 130,000 though.
That's why she said something. So listen, so you give your mistress 130 piece, and she's like, yeah, come safe, I got you. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, I know you got the whole presidency thing going on. You're secret safe for me or whatever. And then she blow through the 130K, and it's like, hey yo, if you don't ante up, I'm finna light your ass up. Like, hey bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, run me another 130K. And he was like, nah, no.
Right.
He never should have agreed to the 130K in the first place.
Yeah.
He should have. Go ahead, Sean. My bad.
No. I'm sorry. Y'all can't see. I don't know what's wrong with I don't know what's wrong with L's computer, man.
Oh, put it.
Yo, man. But yeah, man. So I just think it's deeper, man. I never seen the world attack somebody so crazy like this. Like I just feel like it's something.
We saw it last
deeper
week with
than-
Diddy, bro.
Yo, I just feel like it's something deeper. I believe that he might have had hush money, but I believe that they made her say something and paid her to say something because they don't want him to run. Yeah, they don't want him to. They don't want him to run. See, one thing about they can't stop him. But the thing about it is like he don't care. That's the
He
thing.
don't care.
Like, he don't care, so that's why they don't like him. That's why he's
How you
banned
gonna
from...
embarrass me? You can't embarrass me.
Yo, how can you ban somebody from Twitter forever?
Right. And
still getting off.
Then got it back.
And
I'm back.
Yo,
run me my thing back, bro. I'm back on.
That's crazy.
I know that's Boog's favorite president.
You trying to get him started? He gonna call up here in a minute.
Boog.
Boog gonna call up here.
No, he
smoking a cig.
He on.
Boog. Saturday, big dog.
Oh, there it is.
He had me in the green room.
Oh.
Okay.
In the green.
Hey, look, man. You know that's Lenny Boy, man.
Yeah. Please believe I remember the Bibles.
Lenny jumped out there, was he? Hauled ass across the tarmac to go take a picture.
I should make that my profile picture.
This is what's crazy is that I know Trump gonna win the election, right?
Mm-hmm.
This sealed it.
We're gonna have a convicted felon. Trump is
running the country,
making history all around the board, man.
History, bro.
First celebrity to ever become the president of the United States.
Right.
And then he's about to be the first convicted felon. And the man got found guilty on 34 counts.
34.
They talking about probation.
Crazy.
This is a felony.
Right.
Let me go do a felony. You think they're going to say it's his first job? No. One going to jail for 30 years. 30 years.
Yeah, 34 years.
Yeah, one year per count.
Yeah, that's wild.
It is what it is, though, man. Trump gonna be our president, and the world is just a crazy place. And you just gotta deal with it, man. It is what it is.
A crazy place.
Yes.
Drop it. 34 in the game 7 is absolutely nuts, though.
Crazy. Like, but yeah, we can swing back around. I just want to get through a couple things before we get too long winded. I just want to ask y'all a quick question.
There you go.
Have y'all ever rode dirty? You know what I'm saying? Cause I definitely.
My entire
what you mean, bro?
Early 20 life.
Right. Yeah,
hold on, Book. Don't implicate yourself into anything.
It's over, baby. It's over, baby. I'm an old man now.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
right.
Oh, the statue's up on those. All right, well, sing it. Sing it.
Yeah, riding without a license, probably just riding on a permit or riding suspended, riding with too many tickets, anything like that. Y'all ever?
Oh, that's light. I still do that to this day.
I've been in that situation before, yeah.
The stuff I was talking about before was a little heavier than that, but that's light. I still do that today.
Right. Yeah, so I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on somebody that was riding,
Oh man.
Turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Hey. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks that the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Ain't even like that, dog. How can he defend this?
You gotta be the dumbest, man.
Hello?
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
Yeah, because we coming to your location.
I don't even know why he
You
would
stay
do
right
that.
there.
So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Okay.
Court calls case, People versus Maya Isom.
I'm still on behalf of the township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate for Ms.
He did it to himself like Mexico.
Genius.
You know how much
Genius, Lenny.
restraint that
Genius.
takes?
Brilliant.
You know how much
least he had
restraint that takes to
seatbelt on.
turn yourself in, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, why not just pull the Joan over, get out the car to do your Zoom call?
Yeah, he deserved every bit of that.
Lenny, he whipping the Joan. He got the camera on him.
While he's
hold,
getting
I'm
in.
backing into the parking spot now. Give me a second, Judge.
Yeah. The judge played it so cool, like, hey, yo, y'all hear what this dude saying, bro? No, I'm finna fry him now. I got to fry him because he think I'm the one.
Yeah, that was wild, man. Have y'all
Oh man.
have y'all flown? Go ahead, Book.
I'm gonna tell you a story, Rob. Lenny's tags was dead for 9 years.
Oh yeah. Dude, never
Lenny
had a
about to
license.
move.
What you talking about, bro?
Hold on, listen. They about to go
man.
to Tokyo.
Let me put
They
this dude
leaving to
on
go
mute.
to Tokyo.
Yeah.
So we got to drop the call to whatever special military stuff they hold your vehicles, whatever special stuff y'all got going on. Right. Lenny get pulled over. He got his onesie on though.
Onesie.
Police walk up to the car, look Lenny dead in the face, say thank you for your service. And Kevin put, if it was me, 30 years.
Get out. Get out and get on the ground. That's right. Yeah, man. I know, bro. Used to ride dirty. Like, he just got a license last year, didn't he?
Come on.
No,
Come on, man. Come on.
Don't get no call.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gonna be straight though. You ride with Lenny, you gonna be straight, man.
Yeah.
Hey, have y'all flown American Airlines lately?
That's like the only airline I fly.
would like to talk.
Right.
I'm a Delta guy.
You're a Delta guy. Yeah, I like Delta. Yeah.
Delta for y'all get money, people, man.
No. If you book out early, I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just over broke, but listen.
Book, have you ever experienced any racial discrimination or anything on American Airlines?
I think I'm the wrong person to ask because I feel like everything is based on race. I feel like if you don't say thank you or excuse me, I feel like you're racist. You only did it because I'm black.
You're that guy.
Right.
Got you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, she only bumped me because I'm black. She did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we just got a story that just came out, so I want to get y'all thoughts on if this is racial discrimination.
Another one.
Suing American Airlines today, alleging 3 black passengers suing American Airlines today, alleging they were victims of racial discrimination. Want to show you some video of what happened here. A group of men rounded up on the jet bridge after being temporarily removed from that American flight from Phoenix to New York. According to the suit, they say airline employees suggested that a complaint about body odor is what prompted their removal. The men say that was not true. They sat down with CBS earlier today.
As I got my things and walked to the front of the plane and made a left to the jet bridge, I noticed that there was 7 other black men. And that kind of was like, okay, what's happening here?
I want to bring in Emily Aketa now, who's got more on this. Okay, so what was happening here? What are the allegations?
So I'll say this. I've got the lawsuit here with me. It's certainly not mincing words here, accusing American Airlines of blatant and egregious race discrimination. And of the 8 men who were all black, who apparently were forced off of the plane, 3 of them are now suing, and you're seeing them on your screen. Alvin Jackson, Emmanuel Jean Joseph, and Xavier Reveal. By the way, they did not know each other before this January incident. They weren't sitting near each other, and they didn't even learn about why they were being asked to get out of their seat until after the fact. They learned that there was a complaint over body odor, and I think we had gotten our hands on some of the cell phone videos of the incident, and you really, their sense of disbelief and confusion and frustration is really quite palpable. You can hear comments like, we're the only ones getting taken off the plane. Look at us. I paid for the flight just like everybody else. Here's more from their interview with CBS.
It's almost inconceivable to come up with an explanation for that other than the color of their skin, particularly since they didn't know each other, they weren't sitting near each other. It seems fairly apparent that race was part of this dynamic.
They smart.
After they were forced off of the plane and they were
And again, the complaint America allegedly was body odor. That's why
body odor, and they said that that was not a thing. Well, then they were let back on the plane, and they ended up taking the same flight back to JFK, and it was just an hour delayed.
So they ended up getting on the flight though.
Get kicked off the plane.
You're not going to inconvenience me further. Yeah, I'm getting on this flight. This is my flight.
Nah.
What are you talking about?
Nah, having the people coming and telling you gotta get off because you stink is crazy.
Yo, you're funky, man.
Now, was somebody just talking for him? Is he African or something?
I believe he stink. I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe he stink. I seen the pictures of them dudes, man. They look like funky dudes, man.
Yeah, that is besides the point. That's besides the point.
That
That's
boy
besides the
bull.
point. You're not gonna remove me from a plane because I stink. Like, no. Like,
but
there's many stinking ass people
Oh,
out
you
there
gonna make me
sitting
sit
next
in
to
the
in
middle,
flights, bro?
squashed in between you and somebody
Bro,
else? And you out here
you just
funky?
gotta. I'm not saying it's right?
Right.
I'm saying that they should have taken a shower before they left the crib, right? I'm saying that. That's always lead with that. But if they are stinking, they shouldn't get kicked off of the flight. It's just gonna be a funky flight.
Yo, but I'm saying though, like, you know, some religions, like, they don't believe in deodorant and stuff. So
I was just about to say, on a flight back from Egypt I had in my younger days.
Oh, you should have knew that
thing
flight
was
was
funky. That was a funky flight.
So you're telling me, so what you're telling me is, Boog, Els, and Rob, you're telling me that me being an American, believe in deodorant, believe in soap, believe in powder, and someone is sitting next to me that don't believe in these things, and I have to deal with that for 4 or 5 hours because this is America? That's what you're saying?
Well, no. What I am saying though, it is against American Airlines policy to have body odor. They kind of talked about it. That's in
okay.
That's in their policy. So that's why they was able to
they
use
was waiting.
that. Yeah.
They was waiting. They was like, "Oh boy, in house party. Do I smell? Oh, they get the
I
get them out
ain't
of
gonna
here."
lie to you, man. I probably wouldn't have sued because I probably would be too embarrassed to sue because now all your friends like, dang, cuz now everybody know that they put you off the plane because you stink.
Yeah.
What's up?
Now you about to be a stanky millionaire.
Hey.
Keish.
What
up,
about to be stinking rich?
I'm gonna put you on blast. It was do you think they would stink?
They looked a little funky.
No comment. However, how do 3 strangers all stink of all one race? And I know from traveling so often, other races smell naturally earthy, right?
Like
and
bologna.
so,
Oh my gosh.
So like for them to be, I do believe that they were profiled because you get on a plane and you can see them and then you be like, and then you see them like
Right.
yeah.
What does
Right, dog.
Ryan. H-Town's finest. H-Town, baby.
Yeah. I hear you, Keith.
Yeah, so I do believe that they were profiled because they were strangers. Now, if they were a group and they were funky together, then I don't think that would be a legitimate statement. But because they didn't know each other and all of them stank, all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
That's a very good point.
Right.
So that's why I think it was profiling. Now, do one of them look like he don't shower? He does look like that. However, all of them don't look unclean.
Right.
Most definitely.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them dudes stink, man.
Right, dog. What you think about that? You think they would stink?
I'm just coming into the conversation. You gotta catch me up to speed, man.
Yeah. So it was 3 American, three black cats on American Airlines. They all got told to leave because they was stank. Now they're suing for racial discrimination.
What was the race?
Black.
That's not a common thing for black. I mean, that's a yeah.
You heard Boogie?
Said it. I didn't hear Boogie.
Say it again, Boogie.
I said they look like you. They look like you, Ryan.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Then you supposed to be smelling fresh and clean. Then you know what I'm saying. If you look like me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you looking like Ryan, you smelling like money. Then
Smell like money, baby.
Yeah. Hold on. So let me just. So I wanted to prep y'all with.
They might have
It
smelled
is
like Newport.
probably the last place you would expect something.
Say again.
They might have smelled like Newports.
That's not a crime.
Okay. Let me see if I can put all of y'all here.
Is to step forward and deal with the same thing that you did. As you said, you were humiliated, they attempted to try to humiliate you.
Somebody got to mute.
I just want
to. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, so we gotta head down to Florida for this story, since Boog always say we don't talk about Florida.
Yeah, Florida's a third world country.
Yo, relax.
It is probably the last place you would expect something like this. A terrifying and surreal scene inside a Publix today in Plant City when a man walked in and lit himself on fire. Fox 13's Jordan Bowen is in Plant City, hearing from a woman who saw it all happen.
LaTanya Bird was in the deli waiting for subs for her family when she says she heard a pop and turned around and saw bright orange flames. That's when she says she and other shoppers ran outside the back entrance. Tonight, police say the man who set himself on fire inside the store is in critical condition. LaTanya Bird's typical Wednesday trip to Publix turned out to be anything but ordinary. As Bird was waiting for her subs to be made, she says all of a sudden chaos erupted.
We hear a loud commotion towards the front of the store. And I turn around and I look, and it's amber orange flames just all in the front of the store.
According to Plant City Police, a man set himself on fire using an unknown accelerant inside this Publix on James L. Redmond Parkway just after 4 o'clock Wednesday. It happened in the entryway of the store, not far from where Bird and her 2 daughters were standing.
Immediately we ran. She's yelling, we need to find the back exit. And so they escorted us through the back door. We ran around, and actually we crossed the highway to the other plaza till we got a ride to come get us to go to the car.
It was orange flames, big orange flames, and it was covering. It was a lot of flames. It wasn't just little ones. They were really, really big, and I got so scared. I had to run.
According to police, several people within the store helped extinguish the flames. Bird says she's relieved she and everyone got out safely, and says she's praying for the man and his family.
When I saw literally what happened later, I was saddened because, I don't know what level of sadness could bring somebody to that.
At this time, police are not releasing any more details about this man, only saying he is 30 years old and currently in critical condition.
Yeah, so 30 years old, obviously he was probably, some type of mental illness, or probably protesting some type of, war. Kathy, wow for that. Yeah. So that.
Put it up on the screen so I can see what she said.
What she said? What she said?
Yeah, they're pub subs. Yes, she did for sure.
I'm pretty sure, man. She paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
this is something I would expect at Walmart though, for real. Like you just said, Walmart.
Right.
All right, cool. That's like part of the course. But Publix,
right?
Don't bring that type of behavior to Publix, dog. Like you don't do that in there, bro.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that has to be a wild experience to go to the store and have to experience that. That's something that will live with you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that.
Yeah, and speaking of experiences, going to stores, how we saw someone experience this exact same thing a couple episodes ago. So this experience actually happened to somebody else. And
I hope you ain't talking about what I think you talking about.
All right, here we go.
This in Florida, bro?
Nah.
Down here tripping, dog. As soon as it get hot.
The woman has now filed a lawsuit against Dollar Tree and a local shopping plaza after she claims she was
She was assaulted by a man while inside the store. In fact, she was one of 3 women who say a man left bodily fluids on them. Fox 26's Sherman DeSell joining us now live from the River Oaks area with the graphic details. Sherman.
Graphic indeed. Good evening, Anthony. The woman says that it happened at this Dollar Tree off of West Gray. She says that it started when the man approached her from behind and whispered to her. We want to warn you, the details in this story are very graphic.
A Houston woman who chooses to remain anonymous tells Fox 26 she was visiting this Dollar Tree in the River Oaks area December 5th with a friend when a man walked behind her and whispered things sexually explicit in nature.
He said he would my that, you know, he wanted to have me.
The woman says after being shocked for a few seconds, she turned around, yelled for him to get away, and walked to her friend on a different aisle. After checking out her items, she made a gruesome discovery outside in the car.
I feel this cold in my back, like in my buttocks. And I said, oh, I feel it. I think I'm wet. And when she looked at me, she just panicked. She's like, oh my God.
The woman went back inside the...
Hold on, what did she say? I didn't catch that part.
Like in my buttocks.
After checking out her items, she made a gruesome discovery outside in the car.
I feel this cold in my back, like in my buttocks. And I said, oh, I feel it. I think I'm wet. And when she looked at me, she just panicked. She's like, oh my God.
The woman went back inside the store and found out other women reported similar incidents.
I just got sexually assaulted in your store. And she turns around and she yells in Spanish, not knowing that I am bilingual. And she says, oh, another one. We just have another one. And I was like so stunned. I'm like, what do you mean you have another one? She's like, you're the 3rd case in less than 4 days.
Since then, the lawsuit alleges her incident report has not been followed up. Requests for any store surveillance video of the incident have been ignored. Her attorney claims the Dollar Tree location is negligent for not taking the allegations seriously. Anna Greenberg says the store is inadequately staffed, contributing to more crime.
What's the point of having video surveillance footage if you're not going to actually use it to prevent crimes or properly address crimes that have been reported?
So we reached out to this Dollar Tree, and we have yet to hear back. We reached out to the company, rather. We've yet to hear back from them tonight.
Sure.
Yeah, man. So,
hey, Youngin, so it's a trend to just, is this a new trend?
Right. It looks like it's becoming one. It's disgusting.
He's a serial skeeter because they say this is the 4th time in, 3 days?
Right.
A serial. I gotta get off that live because you gonna get wild.
Hey, this dude is.
That's crazy, man. He said she must have been hurting for a squirting, man. Good God Almighty, man.
My boy was addicted to bussing, man. Like
when the cashier
talk
said
all that crazy stuff in her ear like that.
Yes, another one.
And he ran up on the other dude. They do all that. He ran up and told her something. Yeah, I bust your head open.
Oh no! Oh
no! Yo, it is. Dog.
Yo, is this the same
This
man?
is too sick.
No, so the other one was in Atlanta. This one is in Houston.
He rolling dolo from
sick,
stage to
man.
stage, man.
Yeah, what?
This is too sick,
man. What do you think he whispered in her ear?
Oh, she told you. She told you.
Man.
She
Girl,
told
I'll
you
knock
what he
your
said.
head across the street.
She told you what he said. He said, he whispered in her ear, I'm going to F you in your A. And then blast
From the windows to the wall.
Dog, play the tape back,
Oh,
dog.
ski,
She said that. It got bleeped out. That's why I had to dip, because I'm like, nah, you're not gonna bleep this out on that TV, dog. This is jokes, man. What? My boy rolled up behind her and told you, yo, I'm gonna F you in your A.
Yeah,
and then blast her? I'm just surprised stuff like this is happening in like open carry states, dog. Like,
yeah.
That'll be the last blast of your life. Like,
yeah, but also too, like they're doing it to women, and it just goes to show like how
they need that pricker, man.
Yeah,
they need a pricker.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
it's
do you feel like this is like more egregious than it's been in the past couple of years? Like, I've never heard of stories like this.
Me neither. I've never heard
like,
of nothing
This
like
is
this.
disturbing, bro. The
Shopping and then
audacity.
you get
You
nut
gotta
all
have
over your
balls
back.
of steel to run up
Yeah.
on somebody and just shoot them up like that, man.
Yeah, shoot them up. Like,
That's
and she didn't even know it until she felt it.
Said, I'm wet. Damn right you are. Damn right you are.
See, he shot her with the cold press. The last one was warm.
The last one had syphilis, man. This one right here was a fresh batch.
Yeah, you know what? Now I can see why they might be choosing the bear.
Yeah. It's making some sense, because what type of sicko is loaded up already with a load and just, yo, I'm gonna F you in your A. Watch this. Bang. Like,
nah, in order to be able to like, yeah, you gotta be a sick human. You came there prepped. You prepped yourself in the car.
Yeah.
Prepping in the
you
car.
walked in there ready. That's
prepping
crazy.
in the car is wild. Walking in brick into a, that's embarrassing for a guy, right?
Careful,
that's
bro.
embarrassing.
Be careful, bro.
Yeah,
Careful.
yeah. That one's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, to see that going on, like, I mean, it's just a string of them. Like,
That's gross,
whoever
man.
that was did it a minimum of 4 times, and then
Golly.
we had the Atlanta, situation. So who knows if it's going to be a string of people just busting on women in the middle. In the middle.
I
of the
just
streets.
now deeped it, dog. You know what the worst thing about this is, right?
What's that?
So you get busted on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you like, dang, all right, I'm gonna clean myself up. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and like talk with the establishment and try acquire the surveillance tape. And they were like, yo, that's what be happening around here. Like, don't y'all be getting busted on? Like, what? Like, you the third one? Like, what's up? Like,
right.
That would infuriate me.
It make you kind of feel for women, man. Men don't got to deal with
Yeah.
it. Like, women don't do stuff like that to men, man.
Yeah.
So, kind of make you feel for women, man. It's sad, man. And you
It
got to be a
does.
sick pervert, man. Some type of crazy freak to walk in a store, load it up, and bust off on somebody.
Because the thing about it is, you don't think like something like that is gonna happen in the store. Like,
you never leave that.
On the streets and things like that. Oh, okay, but in the store, like,
You don't ever even think that's gonna happen on the street, though. That's just something that shouldn't happen. I'm not gonna say doesn't, because obviously it does, but it just shouldn't happen, bro. Like, I've never heard nothing like this in all of my years of living. Just a dude walking up. And these jumps is coming back to back now. This is the second story that we covering with a dude walking up and splashing on somebody.
Splash.
But you can't give out unwanted loads, man. Like,
yeah. So I wanted to kind of cover this little thing. This will be our last topic for the evening.
Easy me, bro.
Yeah, so this is Missouri, and then we'll have like 2 other things to follow this.
Missouri Senate is moving forward on legislation to raise the minimum age of marriage in the state. Our Missouri Chief Capitol Bureau reporter Emily Manley explains the legislation that would eliminate child marriage in Missouri.
Right now in Missouri, 16 and 17-year-olds can marry anyone under the age of 21, as long as they have parental consent. This legislation would eliminate that loophole by prohibiting marriage licenses to anyone under the age of 18. Those supporting the bipartisan bill say this protects children from physical, mental, and sexual abuse.
We're not telling someone that they can't marry the person they love. We're just saying that children aren't allowed to engage in legal contracts until they're 18.
Missouri is on the path to join nearly a dozen other states in banning child marriage.
And Missouri is one of the states that has the highest numbers
in sex trafficking and child exploitation. And this was our lax marriage laws was one of the things attributing to that.
The legislation is sponsored by Democratic Senator Lauren Arthur and Republican Senator Holly Thompson Rader, who was married at age 15 to her 21-year-old boyfriend.
It doesn't need to be made by your parent, or in my case, by me, who then talked my parent into signing the papers. This is an adult decision, needs to be made when you're an adult.
Back in 2018, the General Assembly passed legislation to raise the minimum age from 15 to 16, but still required the signed approval of at least one parent.
We have an opportunity to do something and to prevent more horrific stories from taking place.
Last month, Rebecca Hirsch shared her story at a press conference, pleading for lawmakers to change state statute, explaining how she was 16 when her mother pushed her to marry a 22-year-old and then was forced to have kids.
Parents cannot always be trusted to make the best decisions for their child. Letting a child marry is certainly not a good potential parental decision.
According to the state's health department, between 2019 and 2021, roughly 230 minors were married in Missouri. About 75% of them were girls under the age of 18. The bill needs one final vote from the Senate before heading over to the House, and it could happen as soon as Thursday. Reporting from Missouri Capitol Bureau, I'm Emily Mann.
I think that's good, man. I think that's good.
Yeah, you gotta bump that up. Yeah.
I think that's good because they took like that child's marriage stuff like was rooted in like it was rooted from like not such a vile and nasty place, right? Like, dang, man, like, you know, I got a daughter, you know, she's of age, like she's 16, 17, like, you know, like we're gonna send it with you and, you know, y'all have kids and that was that. Somewhere along the way, it just turned into like poaching.
Yeah.
On some sick stuff. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but honestly, too, like, though I would say those were less than the actual bad stuff that was happening with that law, where it's just like, hey, I need that, you know. And that, because especially when women was considered as property, right. So like, you know, I would say it's
some fathers used to get pressured into relinquishing their daughter, like yo, give us your daughter and we won't kill you, like that's what the reward is.
Or also too, just to pay a debt, you know, because they was property, you know.
Yeah, I just don't. I agree with them trying to change the law now because nobody should really be married until they're of age, right? Until they're 18. I'm just not in agreement. Even back in the day, I just don't agree with it. Come on, man.
It doesn't make sense to us now.
It's predatory behavior, man. You're a grown ass man. You don't need to be walking around with a 16-year-old girl. Free R. Kelly. But you just don't need.
Right.
You just don't need to be walking around with no child, bro. This predatory behavior. 22 years old with a 16-year-old is, I know 4 years ain't a lot when you're an adult, but 16 and 22 is crazy.
Crazy.
I don't have a daughter, but my daughter couldn't come home with no 20. I have sons, so I'm going to look at it from a son. My son bring a 16-year-old in my house when he's 22. Something going to happen to him.
Yeah. 100%. So let's keep going on with this topic.
A new study is shedding light on a centuries-old issue that is still happening across the United States. Child marriage. Yes, child marriage. Most states allow marriage before a person turns 18. It's only illegal in 4 states, and 2 of them, Pennsylvania and Minnesota, just banned the practice this month. According to data from UnchainedAtLast.org, a group combating forced and child marriage in the U.S., hundreds of thousands of children were legally married since the year 2000. News Nation's Ashley Ketz has a closer look at this issue tonight.
It's a topic that's fueled debate among policymakers and people across America.
When I talk about this issue, invariably somebody says, child marriage, is that a thing? Well, it is, and it is a problem.
We don't even let people take a drink until they're 21. Are we going to let them get married when they're 16? It just doesn't make any sense.
The organization Unchained at Last just released a new study funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which found nearly 300,000 children under the age of 18 were legally married between 2000 and 2018. Minnesota, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware are the only states where 18 is the legal age to get married. In 10 states, the legal age is 17. In 21 states, you have to be 16. In 3 states, 15. And in 2 states, just 14. One of those states is North Carolina, where a bill to raise the age to 16 just passed the Senate last week.
I'm highly encouraged by the legislation that is being considered by a number of different states, particularly the bright line of 18, which would end child marriage in that state without exceptions.
Kate Ryan is the director of the documentary Knots, a forced marriage story.
The concept of marriage, the concept that I was going to get married, was a conversation that we started to have right around the time I was maybe 11.
Ryan shares stories of women who were forced into marriage and claims it's gone underreported and unnoticed in the United States for decades.
So it doesn't matter whether you're in a city, in a rural part of the country, in the suburbs, whatever religion you may practice, or a lot of secular communities as well. All kinds of ethnic, socioeconomic backgrounds.
Ryan says child marriage is a diverse issue with lifelong consequences.
Increased risk of domestic violence, poverty, lack of education, severe mental and physical health issues are also a huge issue with those who have experienced this kind of trauma.
Ashley Ketz, News Nation.
Like most folks,
The fact that it's only 4 states that don't allow you to be married under the age of 18 is crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, we have to stop saying that it's crazy. Bro, we about to elect a convicted felon, dog. This is just America, dog. It's a sick place, bro. Like, we got to stop, like, putting, man, this is, I agree. But after so many times of America showing us, like, yeah, this is kind of like who he is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is who he is. Like, this is a sick place, dog. So,
right.
14 years old is absolutely disgusting, dog.
14, and like she was saying, like
they say,
yeah, go ahead.
They said North Carolina, they say they're trying to raise it to 16 in North Carolina.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's 14 in North Carolina. Y'all living wild down there in the Carolinas, man.
That's wild.
Crazy.
14.
Crazy up there. 14 is.
But getting groomed.
That's 7 twice. 7 years ago, she was 7.
Yikes.
Come on, dog. What are we talking about here?
Yikes.
What are we talking about, Rob?
Yeah. She said that she was getting groomed at 11.
Oh yeah.
To do what?
Exactly.
That just makes me so angry, dog. Like,
make you want to do something to somebody, don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because it's like they're so innocent, bro, and to have that stripped of, that's.
Yeah, and
it's messed up, man.
And speaking of grooming,
you got another
I'm more
video.
disgusted with this than the guy busting off on people.
Yeah, so this is what we really gonna talk about right here.
Uh-oh. Let me see it before I say anything.
On my father's birthday, and just something about it that today of all days I ain't with it.
Oh, he tripping.
And then we got a preacher down in Houston running his mouth as a homosexual. Oh yeah, let me just get on out here now.
Go ahead, Rev. You know somebody said that.
Oh yeah, you know
Why aren't you talking about that? Why aren't you talking about same-sex marriage? The Bible says that marriage is honorable. So, if you let the devil trick you, and then somebody talking about they agree because they was molested as a child. I didn't molest you.
Careful.
What is this dude talking about, man?
Keep listening.
Oh, you gonna find out, baby.
Yeah, you gonna see, man.
How you think all these kids love me?
Careful.
I am a protector of children. So everybody that's connected, they know the truth. You think we have all these folks sitting up in this church? So all these folks gonna sit up here in the church and know and still stay here, you alive on the pits of hell. So today, we're going to show a video of my father. He's going to preach. I'm trying to figure out when I was sending you all that money every time you asked me. All the cars I bought for graduation, I paid cash and gave it to your child. The devil is a mess. And the devil get in folks. Just like God used folk, the devil uses people. So if you trying to remove me, you better talk to God, because he the one put me here. And ain't nobody got no power but. See, they done sent me some stuff about the fella down in Houston running his mouth. And they say, Bishop, and I don't even know these folk. Here, put this out there on him. I said, no, I ain't gonna do it. But I gotta say this little something here today, so y'all can calm down, because y'all want to get out the gate. So I don't want y'all to get out the gate. Let me just sprinkle this and move on. But don't let the devil fool you now. And I wish some of y'all would mess with my wife. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. Well, you will see me on the news. Let me just tell you that right now. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. You better walk by and say, praise the Lord. That's what you better do. Because that's my wife.
What his
and
wife
she
do?
grown. She didn't need nobody to sign no paperwork for her.
Oh, pastor must got him a young.
Now, if this was out in the streets, y'all be saying she made a come up. But you a hypocrite. So don't you forget the Bible say marriage is honorable. And the Bible said when you find the wife, honey, you find favor with God, honey. I found some favor with God. And we sleeping good at night.
This guy's awesome.
Jeez.
So look, let me ask a question because I don't really know too much. How old is his wife?
So his wife just turned 18, and
Hold on. Hold on. How old is his wife, Liddy?
His wife is 8. Well, I want to say his wife now, present day, I want to say is 20, but when this was heavy, it was 18.
How old is he?
He's 63.
I think and he's 65. And he just turned 19 and he's 65.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so
This is getting a little crazy.
So it says that he's on his third marriage.
Okay. I know exactly who we deal with now.
Iowa Bishop. Let's see.
Sir Sixington.
Yeah, married to a 19-year-old. So the thing about, the thing about it is he has been grooming her since she was 14.
That's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch it. That is gross, bro. You don't even got to give me no back.
And all those grown
He's
men in the church.
19. You're 63.
All those grown men in the church
You're
letting
older
it happen.
than your granddad. That's crazy, man.
Right.
And you granddaddy age.
Not protecting her.
Yeah, it's the women too. Like, he said that if all the people in the church knew, would they be, basically down with it? And we clearly see that all the time, whether it's in churches, whether it's in families,
that
whatever
whole
the
church
case
should be ashamed of themselves, man.
Yeah.
She's a brainwashed prisoner, though. Like that, make no mistake about it. She's a brainwashed prisoner, and she's probably suffering from I forget what that joint is, where you fall in love with your captor.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it is, but yeah, it's some wild stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe they let this happen though.
So when he was 42 when she was born?
Oh man. Yeah.
When she was born.
Jeez.
Or 44?
Imagine being 45 years old and being like, yo, my wife is a baby. That's crazy. We got to put things into the proper scope in order to understand them properly,
Yeah,
dog.
this man was 44 years old when that girl was born. That's crazy. I was having a conversation with my friend the other day talking about predatory behavior. We was having a conversation. We are in our mid-30s. This man is single. He told me he would date a 23-year-old. I told him it was gross. Imagine being 44 when somebody's born.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My nigga. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my language. Bro. 44.
Oh.
You've lived
She's
life
a
twice.
baby.
And she just coming out the jump.
She an infant, dog.
Man, that's crazy, bro. You older than her mom.
Yeah.
You're a granddaddy.
They failed her. The church failed her.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna speak up on this, right? Because I'm a believer
He said
in
he wish
Christ.
somebody would say something about that.
I'm a believer, but you guys got to remember, in church is a lot of broken people. So you don't even know what the mom dealt with to even put that baby in her care, right? And now she thinks she's doing something good for her daughter because she thinks that's a better life. Like, oh, he's a man of God. He's on his third marriage. I'm not saying he's not a man of God. I'm saying he on his third. Y'all do the math. Third marriage.
I'm
Third
saying he's
marriage.
not a man of God. I'm saying that. To be a predator and
I'm
then
not
get in
even
front of
worried
the
about.
congregation.
Listen, marriages. I'm not even worried about that because marriages fail. Nobody's gonna stay where they're unhappy. You know what I'm saying? I understand we took an oath
3
to
of them,
God.
no, bruh.
No, but
Right.
that's not the thing that gets me. It's not the 3 marriages. You can be left. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even always your fault.
3
You can be
times so
left.
good.
You can be
might
left
be
twice. A woman can leave you. You can't force nobody to stay with you, right? Now, what I am going to say
all
is
that
this.
aside.
All of that aside, the girl is way too... I don't care if she's grown. Hey, listen, when we're dealing with grown, I want to be very clear when I say this. Yeah, she's grown. I'm 35. I am not going to speak to no... 25 is crazy to me.
Right.
At 35 years old, 25 is crazy.
Right.
Come on, man. That's ridiculous. If I was able... Listen, the rule is, if I was outside and off the porch when you was born, it's a dead mission.
Right.
Right.
I'm definitely not gonna preach
That
about it.
nigga was retirement age when she was born.
Not retire. I'm sick of you.
44 is close to retirement, man. Somebody, I ain't even hold you. I hate to
That's
say real ignorant
facts.
shit on here. He
Facts.
needs to
He
be
was
shot.
thinking about when they got together.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. And then for him to try and check anyone out there who was going to say something, I dare you to step to me and my young wife.
I'm gonna put hands on you.
I'd have
but
beat his old ass
over.
up in there. I'd have beat his old ass up in there.
Damn, you would have beat the bishop up, dog?
I'd have beat his old ass up in there.
Nah.
And I'd have let my wife cuss me out in the car.
Hey,
I'd have let Caressa cuss me out in the car.
Hey,
I'd have
Bishop
beat
would
his
have
old
put the
ass
hand
in
of
there.
God on you, boy. Boy, to put the hand of God on you.
Man, I'd have knocked
crazy.
his hip loose in there, man. I'd have hit that nigga with a body shot. He'd have been pissing blood on the way home.
His wife would have helped.
Why you ain't
I might have slapped her
Drea?
up too.
Why you ain't had this energy for Drea?
What happened with Drea?
And her
We
baby.
did. We said Dre's a predator.
Oh, we definitely
Yes.
did.
That's predatory behavior.
Yeah, we
it don't matter. Like she hit hers with a jackpot. Like
yeah, men or women, man. This we ain't
She
discriminating. It's predatory
she saw a sucker
behavior.
and she licked it.
Oh, nasty freak dude, man.
I can't believe he was daring the congregation to like, yo, I dare y'all to say this is not right.
You know it's a
you.
come up, bro. How you? Hey, and secondly, where's your pride as a man to know that somebody's using you? Where's your pride as a man to know that I'm getting used? That girl don't love you, boy. That joint don't work. You gotta mush that joint in there.
No, if he groomed her since she's 14, she most definitely loves it.
She does.
14.
Man, how
She's
she
in
love
love.
him and she 19 and his jammy don't work?
She's been talking to him since she's 14. That means
Man,
every time somebody
she
get
humping Earl,
immature,
the drug dealer, around the corner. 23-year-old Earl around the corner,
She ain't
knocking the
never
bottom out of him.
She ain't never been humped by nobody else, bro. Like that's all she know. She think that's
His
normal.
joint don't work, Rob. He got to mush that joint in there.
She think that's normal.
Crazy.
She never had she's never had a like he has
Hold
gotten
on,
to her
Rob.
so early, bro.
Rob, you mean to tell me this 19-year-old girl in the sexy red Earl only had Mr. Mush It In?
He was able to get to her so early, bro. Like, come on, man. Like it's like an athlete. The earlier I can get to you and start training you, the better you'll be.
Chevy with gold teeth, knocking the bottom out of him.
But
she wasn't on that.
Right. She probably don't even know that life though.
She's a square, bro. Like she's a square. Like That's been her only lover, bro. And he ruined her. She'll
There's
never
no
be
way.
able to get that back.
I need
You know
to
what
see
I'm
what
saying?
she looks like, because there's no way, bro. I need to see what she looks like, because there's
Why?
no way that this
Just said you
19-year-old
wouldn't
girl.
date a 25-year-old.
No, I don't want to see
You
what
gotta
she
be
looks like to
careful,
see,
bro.
like, I'm not going there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, man, she's a square, dog.
Yeah, she
That's
looks like
messed
a
up,
square.
dog. That's messed up,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Yeah, she's the valedictorian. She graduated as the valedictorian. She never even smoked a cigarette.
This is unspeakable,
Yeah,
dog. Like,
I think it's just because he groomed her. Like, yeah, a lot of she still gets
From
to
what
keep-
age, Rob?
14.
14, bro. 4 years. That's Stockholm syndrome. Shouts out to Naya.
Yeah.
Pretty smart there, buddy.
buddy.
I don't like that man. I want to go to his church.
Yo, I gotta say this. I think that
Hold on.
I think that every time, like I just believe that when you see a church building, it doesn't represent a church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Because Jim Jones, had people following him and killed them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can be a cult leader and call it one thing, but it's really a cult. Because people were standing up, agreeing with this foolishness. And that's not a church. That's not the body. That's
So who's to
something
say that the deacon isn't grooming somebody from the youth ministry now? Right?
I don't want to talk
Because that's
about
okay here. Right?
Wait.
Yeah.
So hold on. I'm gonna share something. See, Kathy just reminded me, right? I actually know someone personally, that was groomed from a young girl, a pastor, and they, he's a pastor. They're in a church. He took her virginity. She was in love down to the point that the first lady knew that they were doing whatever they needed to do, and whenever she was mad at the pastor, the first lady would hit her up like, yo, you supposed to take my man out today. Like, this is your day, and she felt convicted. Something happened when she went off to college and came back, and she felt convicted and told the church that they had a relationship together. The church got on her, not the pastor, not the wife, right? And they got on her, and she had a big mental break. To this day, she is not the same. Like, so don't underestimate the power of grooming somebody, and when I spoke to her, and I
Get
was
them
like,
hooks in.
to happen.
Once you get them hooks in.
Yeah, and it's just crazy because once word started getting out of how she was treated from outsiders, the church was fine, but outsiders, right? The pastor had to pick up and move to another state and begin to pastor in a different state. You know what I mean? But
Start the process
her
again.
mom,
find him another
everybody.
victim.
Start the process again. You need to go to jail.
And find him another victim.
Hey,
Right,
Boog,
and
you know
so-
how grooming works, bro? Not to cut you off, but I don't think Boog really understand how to. Bro, you know who was groomed? Floyd Mayweather. Like, but he was groomed to box, and he was like the best ever at that. And Floyd's been boxing since he was 8, bro. So it's like that's all Floyd can't even read, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he's like he's the best boxer we've ever seen, though, because he was groomed to be just that. Like, so when they catch these kids young, bro, man, he wouldn't be able to groom her from now. You know what I'm saying? Like from 19, she's pulled back the veil on life. She's seen too much. But if you catch him at 14, bro, and they still getting their news from Tom and Jerry, bro, it's over, bro. Like, that's over. Like, it's a manipulation, dog. That grooming stuff is.
Hey, man, I'm just coming to the point where I think I'm about to be on a Naya vibe, man. Men are pigs, man.
Oh,
Now I'm
You
about
want
to
them
be
all.
on the Naya
You
about
want them
my
all.
millipedes,
You want
man.
them all exterminated. You want them all exterminated. Huh?
I'm almost to the point where,
Right.
they running up in Family Dollar, skeeting on people.
Back
It's
to that.
niggas. Come on,
Back to
it's
that,
too
man.
much, man. It's too
You gotta be
much, bro.
careful.
It's
You
too
gotta be
much,
careful with
man.
Book.
Shout
You
out
gotta
to
be
the
careful with Book.
Bears.
It's too much.
Chicago Bear. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not
Too
going
much,
that far.
man.
I'm not gonna go that far. But it is some sick stuff that's happening out here, bro. And that stuff that happened at church, man. That girl is a prisoner, and she
Church
don't even
supposed to
know
be
it.
where you go and you feel comfortable, bro, and you open and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You getting preyed on by the pastor, bro.
Why your eyes even on her like that, bro? Why you looking at this innocent child of God?
And I'm
like,
just
bro,
so glad. And what it does is it makes me thank God that I don't have daughters, and it make me pray for you people that do have daughters, man, because I'm going to prison. Man, I'm going to jail, man. What you mean, Pastor?
Yeah, you are.
I need a late night Bible study.
You ain't going to prison because that's not happening over here.
They gonna, yeah. All right. I just can't believe this. You said he was in Iowa, bro? Like that's like
Iowa.
Probably like one of the only states he could get something like this off. Iowa.
But see,
No.
exactly, because that
It's
that
a
is
thing
North
that
Carolina.
so that's exactly why I showed that
True.
beforehand.
Florida's a third world country, bro.
Look how many states are still offering, before 18 marriage. So,
what's so crazy, Lenny?
What's that?
They are allowing people to marry at 14, change their sex at 5. Like the world is truly corrupt.
That's not the world. It's just here. It's just here.
Over, Keith.
Well, America is truly corrupt because, like,
America's a wild place.
It's over, Keith. It's over.
In North Carolina, I could change my sex anywhere at the age of 5. I don't have to know how to read or write though, but I could change my identity and be married.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
You could go from Keisha to Keyshawn as soon as you're ready.
I'd never.
Oh, man. Bruh, to put things into proper perspective, our last president had 3 kids by 3 different women, 3 marriages, right? He had bankrupt multiple times, right? And just got a 34-piece special dropped on his head top, and now he's about to get elected again. Like,
and just speaking on changing names. Next episode, we're gonna have to double back on old girl in Houston. You know what I'm talking about? Or should I say, old boy in Houston?
Nah, we ain't claiming that.
Nah, who are you talking about, bro? Like,
hopped over like a ballerina?
Oh my God.
What? You talking about the car thing?
Yeah.
Bro.
We gotta.
I still have nightmares.
Hey, look, I'm sorry to cut everybody off. I don't know if anybody
Oh, don't you dare, Bug. Don't you dare say the score.
You want me doing
you already said
I do it, boy.
Come on, man.
I
was about to
it,
say,
boy.
he already said free R. Kelly. What was he about to do?
I ain't going to do it. I'm going to leave him alone. I ain't going to do it, Lenny.
He was finna end the broadcast.
She did more stuff, man?
Nah, he don't want to know the score of the game. I was about to give him the score.
Oh, man. All right. It's over, bro. Like, you good to come back on?
Don't act crazy.
Because that's crazy. That 3 that he... I'm messing with I ain't going to do it.
Yeah,
She did some more stuff, bro. All right.
No, it's just the trial and everything like that. They started, because we still got to figure out if they knew each other. Because it was a crime of passion, remember?
They were lovers.
This the John where she kissed?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kissing.
I remember that.
Hey, Houston is becoming...
Florida.
Yeah.
No, whoa.
Hey,
I think Houston got Florida right now. And that's just a city, so that's crazy. I think it goes New York City, Houston, DC. DC is what. Listen, we cover DC every week.
It's not wilder than
dog.
No, it's
Be real.
Don't say we cover DC more because you picking the coverages.
Dog, be real.
We cover DC every week, man.
Be real, dog.
Know Florida ain't a real place, man.
Dog, be real. That DC
down the freeway.
Bro, that DC.
You see a whole crocodile walking on the freeway.
Baltimore looks like Gaza right now, dog. What are you talking about?
You say what?
Baltimore looks like, oh my God.
That ain't got nothing to do with DC.
I do not want to do this with y'all tonight. It's all the same thing. It's two. How are you? It's all the same. I'm not doing this with y'all tonight. Y'all are all the same, and you know that.
And Baltimore are two different places.
All right. Okay. All right. You know what? You win, buddy.
You ever heard me say
You look
two?
so mad.
Because he will try and tell you where's it at? He's gonna try and tell you, right, that Florida is just some swampland, and all we do is just
you
know
guys
what I'm
have
saying?
crocodiles every day.
It's Haiti. Florida's Haiti.
There's a lot of them down here, boy.
Every time, you know what's crazy?
Out to my
Every
dogs,
time you
man.
bring up DC, he tries to throw Baltimore. Baltimore and DC are two different places.
Yes, they are.
We do not
They are
associate
the same
ourselves with
place.
Baltimore, and Baltimore.
That's what I keep
Definitely two different places.
It's not okay. It's not the same place if you're from there. If I act like it is the same place though, bro. Like,
bro, they have their own football team.
Extradited.
How
They
far is
got
it away?
their own football team, bro.
How far is it away?
They
How
have
far is it away?
been exiled. There is no
How
ball.
far? How far is it away?
Tell somebody from
The
Baltimore
same
they from the
distance from
DMV.
Beaumont
You
to
might not make it
Louisiana
home.
across the line. Across the line.
Tell
but it's
somebody
still
from
different
Baltimore
states.
that they from the
It's
DMV.
definitely still different. You have to get you gotta get extradited.
Tell somebody from Baltimore that they from the DMV, Rob.
It's 15 minutes down the road.
45,
y'all
first
are,
of all, you're lying.
Y'all are 38 miles away. See? I knew.
Those are facts.
I knew what y'all was hiding. 38 miles? Yeah, that's the same place. Y'all eat at the same Wingstop, bro. What are you talking about?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Y'all get the same mambo sauce.
Hey, Rob, I'm going to tell you a little
same
hold
here
on,
as
Rob.
it is there.
Definitely not.
They don't
Real
even
quick, Rob,
serve
I'm going to
mambo
tell you a
sauce
little
in
known
Baltimore.
secret, Rob. DC people don't go into Baltimore, and Baltimore people don't go into DC. These are facts.
That's like saying Orlando
And
and
you
Melbourne
can
is the
smell them
same.
a mile away. As soon as a Baltimore person come into your city talking about you and you and you already know it. And they spot us from a mile away. We come in talking about Slim, wearing New Balances. You know what I'm saying? They know who we are. But Rob, when I say Florida is not a real place, you gotta respect it. I know that's your home ground, but that's the only place you'll see a man walking an alligator on the freeway. With a leash.
With a leash.
I can't argue with facts.
Sit, Scales.
I can't argue with facts.
Come on, man.
I can't argue with the facts that
You and Lenny just try to be different, and y'all try not to throw Florida in there to make y'all look bad. So he tries to throw Houston and New York and DC all in there. And then he said, we only cover DC. That's because that's what he chooses to cover. I can dig in the Florida box tonight.
You flip
and
a
send
coin
them
every
down.
day.
Yeah. Do that.
Don't make me get in my Florida bag. We'll be on here talking about Florida for 4 episodes.
I can't refute the fact that you're putting in front of me right now. If you give
a
me a
man
moment,
just lit
though,
himself on fire in Publix.
Here we go. Thanks, man.
Florida is Haiti.
Hey, we not busting on women though. I know that.
That's Houston.
That's Houston. Houston a wild place, man.
What's that?
Johnny Houston.
Now, you want to know what I heard in Houston?
Wow,
You want to know what I heard from a Houston person that made so much sense to me?
What's that, bro?
A dude said, you want to know why crime is down in Texas? It's because everybody's allowed to carry and everybody knows that everybody has a gun.
It's an open carry, stay in.
He said He said the most
Right.
you'll see in Texas is a fist fight because everybody knows that everybody has a gun.
Yeah, this town ain't big enough for the both of us. For real.
It
On
can
some
go
like
left.
movie shit.
He said, so we can
Yeah.
fight, or if you act like you're going to get it, it's going to be shots rang out over here. So
Yeah.
don't nobody shoot because everybody knows everybody has a gun.
They
In
get
D.C.,
scared, get
you
scared
got to
quick.
wonder. He might got one on him.
Yeah. What's I
He
get
said in
scary
Houston,
quick.
you ain't got to wonder. The kids told him.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like DC, man.
Yeah.
Rob a hater, man. Why you don't like DC?
Because y'all don't claim Baltimore. That's why. That's why. That's the truth.
Hey, look, I would say the F word on here and say F Baltimore, but Sean and Kathy on here, so I'm going to keep my composure. Don't nobody care about Baltimore, boy. Baltimore is as big as a pimple. Don't nobody care about Baltimore. You can ride through the whole Baltimore in 16 minutes.
The city is in ruins, too, man. Why does it look like that there, bro?
They got 96% bandos. I don't know. The niggas live in bando. The Wire. You ever seen The Wire?
Yeah, I have, man.
That was in what, 2001?
Yeah, still.
It still looks like that.
Crazy.
Right.
Crazy, man.
Crazy.
They gave up on Baltimore, man. They giving them houses away for $1. They try to get anybody in there. Somebody buy these jumps. $1.
A house for $1 is that's about as low as it bad as it is.
They're selling the houses for $1, Rob. These are facts.
Because I'm gonna come with 4 quarters and I'm gonna be like, you, let me get my property. Yeah, I was handing them out. Let me get it.
Now, you buy one Baltimore houses for $1. Guess what the squad is going to do?
What's that?
They not leaving. Your $1's gone.
Exactly. Dang, I needed
The squatters now, huh? That's your house.
I needed that $1.
The squad have been living in that house for 16 years.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna end it right there, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Let me
Y'all visit Florida this summer, man.
I'm coming on the 29th. Hey, how far are you away from Destin?
Destin. Let me see right now. Yeah.
Or Pensacola.
What you said,
Oh,
Keisha?
yeah.
Y'all,
We should see you there.
Keisha,
How far
y'all
you
ain't
away
coming
from
to Florida
Destin
this year, are y'all?
I'm coming on the 29th, Rob. I'm trying to link up with you. You gotta give me some Reeboks.
Destin? You gonna catch me on the next one, brother. That's 7 hours away.
You gotta get me some Reeboks.
What about Pensacola?
Pensacola's even further. That's 9.
Yeah, I won't see you.
Yeah, y'all are visiting Alabama for real. Y'all are visiting South Alabama. The panhandle's crazy. I might catch a flight.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if she left. Yep. Yeah, appreciate y'all for coming through. I just wanted to leave y'all with this right here. That was sizzling. My oldest sizzled this in my spirit last night. You know, Keish definitely know where this is coming from. Let me make sure I pull it up. So a little bit of what we was talking about in the beginning of the show. Yeah, that's right, Keisha. You know, show up. We don't operate on CP time over here. We on time, and you know, 8 o'clock, and you know, definitely hope you get on the next show. So this last words is coming from Proverbs 22, verse 6. It says, start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. And kind of like as a parent, that those are some of the teachings that we try to teach as a youngin'. You know, instill in our kids, you know, devotion, a relationship with God, with Jesus, and then just the service aspect of life, and just all the things that you try to teach your kids, and you just hope that they don't turn from them. And just a little bit from this passage here, it kind of speaks to me because as a parent, some of them things that you want to influence your kids on, and just understanding that when they go out there in the world, they may go off path a little bit, but at the end of the day, those teachings, hopefully they don't turn from them. And so don't give up when you feel like your kid is not when you feel like they're not taken to your teachings, because it's a seed. It'll grow eventually. It may take a year, it may take 5-10 years, but just like we experience times where we can go back to our parents and just like, you know what, Pop, she was right about that. Mom, you was right about that. And that's kind of just like what this passage is saying. It's just like, don't give up the teachings. Don't get discouraged when your kids don't, take it the way that you want them to take it. And, love you guys. I appreciate everyone for, continuously rocking with the show. And I'll see y'all Sunday. Appreciate you.
Yes. No pressure. Look how God done bless you. Come on. Wonder why I'm feeling extra. Say what it do, what the business is. Folk running over what the devil's saying. Shoes, pants, chest, shoulders. Get up off me, don't get closer. It ain't over till it's over. Game breaker, big joker. Jesus like don't trip, finna make the boat tip. Set the tone with that ice cold, but I won't slip. In my bag like road trip. Switch stands, do my dance, dog, he really don't miss. I don't need a crystal less it's hot sauce, brother.